Welcome to the post-match press conference for the Meiji Yasuda J-League World Challenge 2025, presented by the Nippon Foundation, the match between Yokohama Marinos and the Liverpool FC. So I have with me here Mr. Arne Slot, manager of the Liverpool FC. お待たせいたしました。ただいまより明治安田 J リーグワールドチャレンジ2025プレゼンテッドバイ日本財団横浜 F ・マリノス対リバプール FC の試合後会見を開始いたします。アーネスロット監督にお越しいただいております。で今回はご質問と質疑応答のセッションのみとなります。So I will open the floor for the question. If you have any questions, please raise your hand and state your name, organization, followed by the question, please. Question, please.
Lewis. How did you
I will deliver the microphone. Just a second. 2列目の方、お願いします。
Hi Arne, good win to finish the pre-season tour. How did you find the game and the performance today?
Good game against an opponent that's already in the middle of the season, used to the circumstances over here, so they made it an intense game for us, which is always nice to have in pre-season, because this is also what we're looking for. We want to have teams that can really compete with us, and today was definitely one of them. So I've seen a few very positive things. For example, us coming back after going 1-0 down. This is something what we did last season a lot of times. Seeing players from the bench impacting the game. Saw more than a few times some very good moments in build-up. But what I also saw is in the goal we conceded and in the first half a big chance we conceded that we had to work harder in those moments to sprint back than we did. And that is something that also happened to us when we played Milan. So could be with a tough training camp, could be with the heat circumstances, but that's something we definitely have to improve towards Bilbao, that we're going to play as our next opponent.
And can I just ask about Rio? Obviously scored. How special is he and how big a role can he play this season?
Now, like I said, he wasn't the only one that impacted the game from the bench, because Treneoni, also a youngster, scored, assisted by Jeremy Frimpong. In the first goal, I think Curtis Jones played a big part by winning the ball in the midfield. Rio again showed the quality he has, and that's nice for us because we have a lot of very good players. But to get some very good players through the academy is always helpful. Always gives energy to a team as well. It's always nice to see young players from 16, 17 or 18 years old already impacting a game. But there was also a moment in the game where he should have squared it to Maka or Curtis. So also learning points for him. But yeah, if you're 16 and you can impact the game like he did, that's definitely worth a compliment.
はい、質問です。今日勝利おめでとうございます。今日の試合についてどう思いますか。はい、良い試合でした。相手はシーズン中ですので非常に強度の高い試合になりました。それはプレシーズンにとって私たちにとって大変良い経験になります。というのは自分たちにプレッシャーを与えてくれて、そして自分たちがしっかりと競える相手と戦えるということがこのプレシーズンで非常に大事だったからです。で、対戦相手はまさにそれをしてくれました。で、私たちは最初に1-0ということで失点してしまったわけなんですけれども、その後にベンチから出てきた交代選手が非常に大きな影響を与えてくれました。そしてビルドアップも良かったです。そういうふうに交代選手が強い影響を与えるということも大変良かったです。ですのでこの2つはとても良かったと思います。ただやはりゴールを決められたというビッグチャンスを逃したという点がありますので、やはりああいう決められるところは決めなければいけません。また、1-0になった後にしばらく点が取れませんでしたので、そこもやはりすぐに私たちの方でしっかりと試合をコントロールできるようにする必要があります。ただ今回そういうふうになかなか調子が出なかったというのは非常に厳しい合宿をしたということ、それから暑かったということが影響しているかもしれません。次の質問です。リオはどうですか。どれだけスペシャルですか。リオだけでなくトレイも非常に良いプレーをしましたし、リオだけがベンチから出てきて影響を与えたわけではありません。本当に他の選手もベンチから出てきて試合を変えました。ただリオは非常に質が良いプレーヤーです。ように若いアカデミー出身の選手、16、17、18歳の選手が試合を変えるというのはエネルギーを与えてくれたとても良いです。でも他にも活躍をした選手はたくさんいます。
Exactly what I said.
フットボールゾーンの山口と申します。監督にまずお聞きしたいのが、横浜 FM マリノスは今シーズン、現状リーグ戦18位と非常に苦しんでいる降格の危機にあるチームですが、試合に先立ってそういった情報は知っていたのかということで、それを踏まえた上で今日の試合を通して、マリノスのクオリティだとか特徴をどういうふうに感じたのかということを教えてください。あと、残りのシーズンに向けて、横浜マリノスの残りのシーズンに向けて何かメッセージがあればお願いします。
Thank you very much for taking my question. I don't know if you have studied about the Yokohama Marinos, about their league table. They're now on number 18th, and they are facing the risk of being demoted. Now, based on that, how do you evaluate the Marinos' quality and Marinos' performance? And then my second question, not a question, if you have any messages to Yokohama Marinos, how they should play the rest of the league, I would appreciate that.
I do know their situation, but I also know that they brought in a new coach who won the last game with 3-0. And I'm not surprised if I see them play today. Very well organized, especially without the ball. Good intensity. Players that really want to win the duels, so I like that a lot. I prefer teams that bring the ball out from the back instead of playing every single ball long. But I can understand if you play Liverpool that's the decision you make. But I think if they keep working like this, they will definitely end up higher on the league table.
はい、実はそのような情報というのは知りませんでした。ただ前回のこの前の試合は勝ったということは分かっていますし、監督が変わったということも知っています。で、この前の試合に勝ったということは別に驚くべきことではないなと思っていますというのは、今日とても良い試合をしましたから、ボールがないところでも非常に良い動きをしていました。ああいう集中力のある強度の強いプレーをするチームというのは非常に素晴らしいと思っています。また背後からやってくるということも良かったですし、私はあまり長いボール、ロングボールを使うチームは好きじゃないんですけれども、リバプール相手にはそうしたことをしがちになるかもしれませんけれども、今のようなプレーを続けていけば残りのリーグも成功するんじゃないかと思います。
Yeah, hi Arne, Dan from Independent TV. Last week in Hong Kong you told us you decided who the vice captain was. I was wondering whether the group knew and indeed individual. And I also wanted to ask you, do you like having a leadership group and can we expect any more changes to that in the coming weeks?
Oh, those are a lot of questions. The group doesn't know yet. I did talk to the individuals already. So the one that's going to be vice captain already knows. Second question was?
Just whether you like having a leadership group.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Everybody likes to have leaders in the team, and that's in modern football you don't see that much anymore. And I have the privilege that I have a few of them. So experienced players that not only experience but understand the game, and can be a voice inside the group and during the game. So that's always very helpful. And then the third question was?
Just whether you see more changes, like obviously the vice captain will become the vice captain, whether anybody else might be implemented into that group. Really.
Yeah, it's difficult to say, but we are now beginning of August, I think, so there's a month to go. So yeah, so many things can happen in football in a month. So let's wait and see. But first we go back home, and then we're going to play at Anfield next week. And although I liked it a lot over here, the respect of the fans, the way they treated us, how many they were, but I can tell you that Anfield is a better pitch than the last two pitches we've played at.
はい、先週香港での記者会見の中で、今回バイスキャプテンがいなくなって誰に新しい、バイスキャプテンにしますかという、質問に対してはまだ、決めていないと、個人個人と話をしているという話でしたけれども、それはどうですか、それに対する答えですけどまだ決めていません。でいろいろな、個人と話をしていますけれども誰にするかということは決めていません。次の質問ですけれども、チーム内にリーダーを設けるもしくはリーダーシップグループを設けるということに対して大事だと思いますか。はい、とても大事です。やはりチームを理解する、それからプレイヤー側の声をしっかりと伝えるという意味でも大事です。これからそのリーダーシップですとかバイスキャプテンの意味で何かいろいろな変化が訪れると と思いますか。難しい質問です。まだ8月ですので、実際にアンフィールドでこれから試合をするまで1ヶ月近くありますので、サッカーではその1ヶ月という長いですから何があるか分かりません。ですので、ホームに戻って、そしてアンフィールドで、試合をするその前に決めていきたいと、その前にいろんなことが起きると思いますし、ただやはり個人個人リスペクトしていますので、いろいろ考慮したいと思います。またアンフィールドはこことそれからその前の試合よりもピッチャーと良くなると思います。
本日は素晴らしい勝利おめでとうございます。スロット監督は前任ユルゲン・クロップ監督との関係性を見ても、今日の遠藤選手一人でピッチに投入してキャプテンマークを渡すという采配を見ても、さまざまなところに入る気遣いができる方なんだなと改めて感じました。我々日本人は思いやりを重視するという国民性と言われています。スロット監督なりの思いやりに対する哲学を聞かせてください。また日本で感じた思いやりについて教えてほしいです。あとできれば遠藤選手が副キャプテンになる可能性もあれば教えてください。
Yes, thank you very much for taking my question and congratulations on today's victory. Now, I have a question about somewhat philosophical question. Looking at your relationship with Mr. Klopp and looking how you used Mr. Endo today, you gave him an opportunity to take the game captaincy today. I felt that you're very considerate and thoughtful. In Japan, we really respect and think highly of the person with quote, consideration, unquote. And what is, if you have any philosophy about being considerate to others, being thoughtful to others, would you please share your philosophy with us? And if you have any the opportunity or experience that you had about Japanese people being very considerate, would you please share that experience with us? And lastly, do you think that there's possibility for Mr. Endo to be a vice captain?
The reason why I brought Wataru Endo in just before the rest is that I think he deserved that more than everyone else, I would almost say, for the role he played last season in us winning the league. So I know that everybody was talking about Mo Salah, Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo, Virgil van Dijk. Who else do I forget? All these great players that scored so many goals, but what no one probably ever saw was how well the players that didn't play all the time accepted their role. And Wata was probably the best example of that. No matter how many minutes we needed him, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, he was always there for the team. And that is a very important reason for us winning the league last season. So he totally deserved to get the credits from the Japanese fans today. And if I helped him a little bit by giving him the armband, the captain's armband, then that's nice because he totally deserves this.
Last one here.
後で日本語訳入れます。Go ahead.
It's John Gibbons from the Anfield Wrap. You've been our manager for a year, a month and a little bit now, which is only a really short time, but I worked out we started in America and now we're in Japan, and in between you've won a Premier League title, which is a lot. I was wondering whether you allow yourself to reflect on everything that you've achieved and all the experiences all around the world with these fans that you've had, or are you very much focused on flying home and then Bilbao on Monday?
I'm also focused on that, but I'm definitely aware of what we've achieved. But I had quite a long holiday. I think it was 5 or 6 weeks. So and because we won the league quite early, I could enjoy it for quite a long time. But I think the moment we started again, that was also the moment we have to stop. Yeah, you guys can still enjoy it, but we now need to prepare ourselves for the upcoming season, and therefore there are no moments to enjoy what we did last season. So our full focus is now on this season, and how I need to prepare the players for another tough season, because I thought last season was already tough. But if you look at what all the Premier League teams are doing, the Premier League is even going to get stronger than last season. So yeah, we need to be ready for that. That's where my full focus is on at the moment, or the last few weeks, and we are making steps forward. But I also didn't forget that last season I went to Wembley having to look Newcastle lifting a trophy, and in 2 weeks we go there again. So I hope we show a different face. Is that you say? Face in that final Charity Shield than we did in the League Cup final.
Thank you guys.
それでは日本語訳後でますので、これでお時間になりますので、すみません。So we will conclude the press conference. Thank you very much for your attention.
はい、それでは先ほどの日本語の質問に対しての、